$10,000 per year with no return at all. Higher education is a lasting investment, and everyone buys into the college experience. However, it undeniably comes at an astronomical price. But what if you could turn one of the largest college expenses into a financial gain? Instead of paying for a dorm or renting an apartment, students and their parents can invest in real estate with a buy and hold strategy. I will discuss the basic benefits, a local ELA on the landlord's livelihood, and a how-to financial analysis. So to start, the basic benefits. According to collegeboard.com, room and board at a four-year private university costs about $9,500 per year. That's approximately a total of $38,000 after 4 years for shared living expenses and cafeteria catered food. In the long run, what is that $38,000? What is the return from that $38,000? Absolutely nothing. However, on the other hand, that $38,000 could go a long way for the down payment on an investment property. Now let's look into a local landlord's livelihood. Joel Brown, I don't know if any of you guys rent your apartments from him or know who he is, but he's an Elon alum of 1974, and he's a commonly contacted landlord around here. Now I looked into the Alamance County Tax Administration records and found that Joel Brown currently owns over 30 properties dating back to 1987. One of the properties is on Wooddale, and it's less than a mile away from campus, and he bought this property in 2004 for $124,000, but it's now valued at $114,000 after the depreciated value. But Brown is currently renting this 3-bedroom house to 4 students, each renter paying $500 a month plus utilities over a binding span contract of 12 months. Brown admits that the only amount deducted from his profit margin is the property tax. So let's look at the math. Please look along at example 1 on the handout I just gave you guys. But Brown is generating $24,000 a year before taxes, and according to the county's public tax records, this specific property's taxes are only an annual $625. So with this logic, let's assume that Brown paid off this property within the next 5 years, about 2009. This means that over the last 4 years, Brown has accumulated $93,500 on this estate alone. Keep in mind that he owns 29 other properties with similar rates. So if you look at the math, all the numbers, I have a little box to the right where you can see where, I got the math from. But that's the $93,500 is on one property for annually. Now, if I've convinced you to get involved and do this, a decade ago, savvy college students could have bought a house on their own by qualifying for a mortgage and claiming renters' payments as their source of steady income. However, in 2009, banks were giving out loans left and right, triggering the national house market decline and leading to the recession. But therefore, in the upcoming years, it would be nearly impossible for a college student with no salary to reach the requirements of a mortgage without the co-signature of a financially stable parent. So if you're convinced to go out and buy a house, you'll need to find an investor. A financially comfortable parent or relative would be easiest to approach. If they seem hesitant, offer a little monetary interest. In the long run, you'll be able to pay them back. So if you look at example 2 on the handout, the following chart offers a breakdown. If you were to buy Joel Brown's Wooddale property at the current price of $114 at the current value, with a 33% down payment, which is the $38,000 you would pay for your 4 years at college, and $2,000 monthly rent, and then I compare it to Elon's rate. So if you look at the chart, let's say your down payment is a 33% down payment on the value of the house, which is $37,000, and then the reason the first 4 years is $18,000 for the return is because if you own a house, you're obviously not paying for rent. That's the whole point of this. So you're putting down, and then if you're paying off this mortgage or paying off your investor, you should give them $14,000, not the full $18,000, because you need a little side money. If you're the owner of the house, if the dishwasher breaks, that's on you as a landlord. You have to give that to them, and then also if you have an investor that wants monetary interest, you have to keep a little money on the side to pay them back in the long run. But by year 5 and 6, you're now getting the full renter's value, and you can start paying more. And in just 6 years, you've now paid off the house of $114,000 and have earned a little bit more. So instead of paying, and then if we compare this to Elon, you're paying $9,897 for the basic dorm. So that's a day-only flat and an all-access meal plan. If you're living in Mill Point or the Oaks with a plus 14 or block, you're paying a lot more than that. So instead of paying an academic institution $40,000 towards a annual flat, you could put a 33% down payment towards a future asset. At this point, not only did you save the fortune you would have lost living at your university, but you gained an additional $5,000, which is a 13.6% profit made from your initial investment, the down payment, or 4.5% turnover generated from your total investment on the house. So, to conclude, if over $40,000 in savings doesn't convince you enough, what if at the end of your child's college experience they already had a great line of credit, knew how to maintain a household, and understood how to build wealth through real estate along with a college degree? Not only will you save thousands, but you will also instill life lessons that can't be taught in a classroom. This plan is realistically attainable, and this person could be you.